Welcome everybody, and thank you for coming. And I think we've got some wonderful things to share, hopefully today. But let's just go into this time where we open our hearts and just send out that love and gratitude to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am inbreathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am inbreathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am inbreathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us, saturating every cell of our 4 lower bodies. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am Presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our 3 finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts, expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization, we see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am. Jenna, beloved Jenna, can you read the opening invocation for us?
I can, yes, thank you. And before reading the words of the Master, we say together with our mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Katumi. Together, beloved presence of God I am, it is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. And we thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. That was from beloved Saint Germain.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, beloved Jenna. Bless you. All right, so the topics for this week, John has read for us, just wonderful, really amazing, absolutely from Saint Germain, as always. It's from the Ascended Master Instruction Book, Volume 4. And then we got the video from beloved Pallas Athena on truth, peace, and freedom. And it must prevail on this planet now as we go into this golden age, as we know. And then we're going to continue with as we know, Terry, from that wonderful book that she's read the whole book. Beloved Orion speaking on Karmic Ties. It's very interesting. And the gems we've got today, let today and every day be a day of gratitude towards life. Actually, it's very interesting the way beloved Patrick Constantine, who is Saint Patrick, actually describes it. It's really interesting. And then we've got to continue with Lady Rowena, gratitude for breath, as we know, the elixir of life. And then beloved John will take over through that really important time where we can call in the light through our decrees. So let's listen to what Saint Germain says.
Ascended Master Instruction. I Am Discourses, Volume 4, Discourse 17. The seeming mysteries of life are so simple, and so easily applied once the true foundation is established in the consciousness. I assure you, no one can proceed far on the pathway until there is a definite anchorage in the consciousness. There must be no uncertainty. The dweller on the threshold. The simple, entire truth of the situation is that the dweller on the threshold is an accumulation of the misdirected energy of the solar force, which is God's energy. It is nothing in the world to be feared, but rather there is reason for rejoicing that at last the truth is forthcoming. In order to dissipate so much fear and misconception of a thing that is very simple. Again, the so-called beast of biblical description, also understood and described otherwise, is but the misdirection of the solar energy that has been directed downward instead of upward. This will explain to you the very great importance of the control of the thought, for wherever the attention is directed, the energy is bound to go. Therefore, if you permit the thought or consciousness of anger, resentment, jealousy, or the dissipation of the energy through the thought of sex, you are but turning that mighty current downward. Free will. The power of free will is mankind's great privilege of holding the attention of the consciousness fixed on the divine presence or principle of activity that at all times compels the upward flow of the mighty solar energy. This shows you how simple the process is at the same time. The necessity of consciously keeping that energy flowing upward. Therefore, the moment any thought enters the mind that is not in harmony with that idea, take the same attitude you would to a disobedient child who is too young to understand the laws, and say, I am master of my own thought. I am master, and I direct the energy where I wish it to go. Anyone who will do this will find that it will give them easy command and regulation of this energy in a very short time. For the home, no matter what the seeming provocation is, shut out resentment, criticism, condemnation, or anything else that is not in harmony with that law. Remember this forever. You never deal with persons. The truth is that you are always dealing with a force which you must control before you go much farther. Without this control, you cannot go beyond a certain point, because in an unguarded moment, you would lose forces that would impair your further progress in this embodiment. Each one should train himself to always hold himself within his own magic circle of the flame of divine love, which he has to build around himself consciously. Speak to each other within the circle, for no matter where you are, the magic circle is there. whenever anyone fixes the attention on that mighty presence of God, he is making a magic circle, wherein are performed mighty seeming miracles. This magic circle is ever widening and extending, according to the sincerity and intensity with which the attention is held upon that mighty presence. At first, I assure you, it does require sincere, earnest regard. But if you should slip once in a while, do not let it bother you in any sense. Come right back with still greater, unyielding sincerity and intensity. The mistake of a great many students is that if they are off guard once in a while, they become discouraged, which is childish and foolish. It is of very great value in disciplining ourselves to always remember that every time something occurs which would make us desire to strike back physically, or in speech, or thought, or cause us to do it, to take this attitude. This is but a force to be handled, and these personalities are but an opportunity for me to learn how to control this energy. This takes away the resistance that starts the activity of the discord which seeks to intrude. As you keep up the conscious guard, you will be surprised how the magic circle around you will expand until everyone who contacts you will love and worship you. Such is the magic power of love and harmony. Some of these things may seem simple, but unifying them is the one great law. As you begin to think of the magic circle, you begin to see and feel it around you, and the more you do this, the more rapidly it builds and expands.
Oh, there we go. So building our magic circle so we don't react to things, we more respond in control, isn't it? So now we're going to listen to this. Is lovely from Pallas Athena. This was a dictation given by beloved Pallas Athena in April of 1955 at the beloved Hilarions retreat in the etheric above Crete. And she said, "Hail, thou flame of eternal truth, of love and life and light. I salute thee in the name of the mankind of earth. As I enter deep within thy cosmic heart, I feel thee as myself, for thou art my life, that life which has been drawn from the eternal first cause, and qualified and charged, qualified and charged, qualified and charged, to go forth and carry the law of life and the truth of life to mankind, everyone, everywhere. As I stand within your radiance, O mighty flame of truth, I feel the momentum, the essence and the spirit of every atom of truth that has been drawn forth from the great central sun and the solar sun by every master, angel, diva, every man, woman and child who has magnetized and insisted upon knowing truth, who have through their own consciousness drawn that truth forth and spread it to dissolve the human shadows and bring the light. I feel within this flame of truth the life beat of the Buddha. I feel the life beat of Moses. I feel the life beat of beloved Jesus of Nazareth. I feel the life beat of Krishna and Zarathustra. I feel the life beat of every individual, not only of those ascended, but of many yet who walk the ways of earth. O flame, thou art the coalescence of all truth drawn forth. Thou art a living, breathing, powerful, and palpable presence. Many men and women, many angels and divas from afar have breathed in thy radiance and then returned to the far distant realms whence they came. They have also poured their momentum of truth into thee, O flame, and because of their coming into thy presence, because of their spark of light and life added to thy flame, thou art greater. thou art greater in each passing hour. And as mankind grows in the knowledge of truth, that truth in turn becomes part of thee again, O living, blazing presence, O mighty flame of truth and light, O mighty concentrate of all that is good. I now speak directly to thee. In the name of God Almighty, in the name of the ascended Jesus Christ, in the name of mercy and of love, I speak to thee now, O intelligent flame, everywhere on this planet where man calls for truth. I bid thee go, flash thy fire, shatter the human concepts within the mental body, remove and wash free all narrow and bigoted ideas within that mental form. Sweep the emotional body free from all impurities. Wash from the etheric body all those human concepts that have been builded century after century. O flame of truth, flash through the flesh form and remove from the outer mind all capacity to accept imperfection. Beloved flame of truth, thou which art the servant of the I Am, go forth now, go north, go south, go east, go west, and on the breath of those beloved ones who have answered the call of my beloved Mahachahan, go forth now and give to mankind everywhere that truth which will bring freedom within their hearts, within their souls, and within their minds. I call particularly for those who have answered the call of my beloved, the great Mahachahan. They have asked now to know the truth. They have chosen to come forth from the masses and be stripped of every rate of vibratory action that is less than truth, because they so desire it. O mighty cosmic flame, give them now eternal truth, and then expand it to cover all mankind. May this cosmic flame of truth drive and fire, drive and fire, drive and fire every human concept back into the sea of oblivion, bringing the will to do, the perception to know, the love to accomplish, the purity to bring forth, the concentration to follow through, the rhythm to stay with the manifestation until it occurs, and then the peace to sustain that which has been drawn forth. In the name of life, I speak tonight through the concentrated energies of these beings assembled within this great temple of truth. And I ask you now, O brothers and sisters, as you stand and look upon this flame, as you breathe it into your very selves and send it forth to the dark star, send it forth to the mankind who mill about in confusion, wondering where they may find the doorway that leads them back home. O beloved ones, as I speak to you, concentrate within yourselves a beam of light from this magnificent temple and play it upon the earth. Show each soul who is praying within itself the way back home, and how to follow that illumination with the will to do, until that soul arises and comes home in harmony and freedom. To you, O mighty Vista, to you, O beloved Raphael, to you, O Lord Sanat Kumara, to you, mighty Lord Buddha, and to you, O mighty Seraphim, assembled around the magnificent focus tonight, to you we give an honor and our gratitude for your great and mighty presence. Beloved Seraphim of Raphael's legions, as you send the mighty power of those swords of flame into all bigotry and intolerance, into all those qualities that deny truth its opportunity, we ask you with all the intensity of our being to cause all persecution, religious, racial, and political, or in whatever form it may be acting, to cease to be. In the name of the great hierarch of this retreat, beloved Lord Solarian, who has dedicated his life to rectifying an error made long ago, we call that mankind everywhere be illumined on the point that might never makes right, and that all persecution of every kind and description be banished from the earth. May all religious orders that work for the good of mankind, metaphysical, occult, and orthodox, Protestant, Catholic, and Jewish, unite and standing shoulder to shoulder, a solid and conscious, united people, dissolve earth's shadows by the power of light. Separation is not truth. In the name of life, beloved Raphael, as your legions use their swords of flame, see that this is accomplished. To you, beloved students everywhere, to you who stand within the compass of our love and our light, To you we send a beam of our life energy straight from the heart of the temple of truth. Truth is the full manifestation of your own Holy Christ self. There is nothing less than the perfection which the beloved Jesus manifested. That is the fullness of truth. Are you willing to become that? Whenever appearances rise that are less than truth, call to me and I will help you. God bless you, each and every one. Stirring words from beloved Pallas Athena. She says it like few can. And it's interesting because, as we know, the flame of truth out of all the sacred fire is the least popular amongst mankind. So it's just like that, isn't it? But with truth, we get freedom. We know the truth will set you free, as the old axiom says. Now we're going to listen to this wonderful information from beloved
Karmic Ties. You may ask, and rightly so, why are incoming souls given through birth into the keeping of those who do not want them? One reason is that due to the pressure of the times, a certain number must be born within the course of 1 year, especially now when the planetary evolution is accelerated. You see, karmic ties between parents and children often play a very important part in the fulfillment of the divine plan individually and for the planet. Sometimes a woman will want a child, but when the pressure of the feeling world, of the soul she is to bear, touches her aura, if her previous association with that soul has been unhappy, a great distaste and dislike for that incoming soul comes into the feelings of such a mother-to-be, stirring up memories of past inharmonies. Then the mother-to-be often decides to abort the incoming of the soul because of the tremendous antipathy which karmically binds them together. In such a case, one who had previously prayed sincerely for a child will suddenly not want it. This is sometimes equally true of fathers-to-be. It is the cause of so many conditions of discordant home life, where fathers resent the children and jealousies ensue. This is because between the child and the father, there is an old antipathy created by previous discordant associations in other lives, which associations often extend far back into the past. In his outer consciousness, the father-to-be does not realize this and often takes a violent dislike to the child. The mother, meanwhile, suffering unnecessarily, feeling the lack of the father's love for that infant. One of beloved Meta's services to life is to raise up in the world of form those splendid life streams who provide places where these unwed mothers are allowed to bring forth their children in privacy without the censure of society upon them, and where these children are given a better start in life. Beloved Mother Mary, Nada, and Kuan Yin, as well as many more of us in our octave, also serve with beloved Meta in this capacity. Now I shall appreciate it very much if you will sing one of your songs this morning, which will embody the call for the removal of this entity of fear, rebellion, shame, and society's censure from the parents, particularly the mothers, who are to bring forth these unwanted children. If you will do this, I feel sure that the great karmic board will allow us to grant these incoming souls much better bodies than they would otherwise have had, even before the activities of the morning are over. And the group sings the song to beloved Kuan Yin. At inner levels, there stands a great coliseum made of pink marble-like substance veined with gold, which has been built for that purpose at inner levels, where souls are awaiting embodiment. This morning we have been able to draw the inner bodies of all those who are to be parents during this coming year. as those great flames of the violet fire of mercy and compassion, which have been called forth by you from Kuan Yin, Arcturus, Zadkiel, and Saint Germain, pass through their inner bodies, actual sheaths of substance, which have been qualified with fear, shame, and rebellion, are being transmuted into light. Even as we speak, the beloved Lord Michael, with his legions, has offered to endeavor to completely dissolve that mass entity of scorn.
Amazing. And we will be singing to beloved Kuan Yin at the end, because I thought that would be good to do that. And so now we have this wonderful opportunity to make these decrees. So we say together with our mics muted to assist all those ones that are actually caught in the astral realm and they need our calls. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. As we know, Archangel Michael says it's so important to make that call. All right, so now we're going to listen. This is just lovely from beloved St. Patrick. Let today and every day be a day of gratitude towards life. So it's from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. And he says, my service, having dealt almost entirely with the Orthodox world since my ascension, has not made me fully aware of the activities of the Ascended Master Saint Germain, to whom I have been deeply indebted for my own unfoldment and subsequent ascension. I therefore find it very warming to my heart to be enabled to add my particular radiation to this great brother's activities. The energy released by mankind, whether in orthodox or metaphysical channels, falls into three general classes. There are the supplications, the demands, which are our decrees, and the adorations. Everything being law and order, these various strata of calls to deity are handled separately and converge at different levels in the higher octaves. Most calls fall into the supplicating and beseeching class, which has been the reason for the vibratory note of the earth being referred to as a cry of distress. In recent years, through Saint Germain's activities, there has been an increase in the strata of cosmic demands and commands by the life streams on earth. Then there is a thin stratum of pure and simple adoration, devotion, and gratitude to life. This stratum again is divided into the gratitude calls arising from the blessings and answers received through the definite calls. Then there is the far smaller stratum of gratitude and devotional prayers sent up for the so-called blessings of life. It has been said that gratitude is the open door to the fullness of all God's gifts. Then devote your time in thus opening the doors and windows of the soul by pouring forth gratitude to life, to the forces of the four elements that serve you so well, to the perfected ones who have forsaken the bliss of the higher realms to serve, guide, and guard you, and to your own great God presence and the Holy Christ self for its protection and gifts of life. Reorient your attitude with regard to the services rendered to you by individuals, whether they are bound to you by the flesh ties, marital ties, friendship, or commercial and material ties. Remember, all such service, even though it may be but depositing the mail in the letterbox, is life serving you. someone's Holy Christ self has consciously released the priceless essence of life through some physical channel so that you might be served. Therefore, let today and every day be a day of gratitude toward life. If you will consciously acknowledge the Holy Christ self of all who serve you, in gratitude for releasing life to make your path easier, happier, and more secure, you will find the key to the greatest cooperation, harmony, and loving association. The divine beings that inhabit interstellar space never pass each other without bowing in reverence to the life in each other. That's so lovely. And that's also what, when we say namaste, I know it's like I greet the divine in you. That's just beautiful. So, but when they were talking about the command, so from the 1930s, as we know, from the time Saint Germain brought in, started bringing this information, that was when the decrees started going out. And beloved Sanat Kumara has said that those decrees have rendered a service to the earth like nothing else in 2 million years, because the demand has to be answered by the higher realms. So it's just a wonderful thing. All right, so before we do our animal decree, I just love this. I'm sure you might have seen them in some of the Instagram posts, but it's just too sweet, these dogs. They love going on their trip.
Lionel is the first dog that comes out of his house and runs to the bus. He gets on the bus, he goes into a seat, and then he looks for someone to kiss. They're like a family. They love each other because they're constantly seeing each other weekly. I started dog walking as a part-time gig, and that's how I learned to do everything that I do. At that point, I had so many clients that I was like, I don't have time. That's when I fully dived into this. Once I got the school bus, that's when I got everyone's attention. I mean, it's hard to not laugh when you see a little school bus go by and you see all the dogs in the window and they're all wearing the same thing. At some point, that just became my life, and it is the most wonderful job I've ever had, and I'm just really glad that I created that. I would love to have a rescue. I'd love to get a chunk of land and rescue dogs, maybe seniors, dogs with disabilities, maybe create a volunteer program where people can, with the dogs, and have it be, mutually beneficial for both sides. I think that would be something I'd like to create in the future. I would definitely say I've healed so many things in me by working with these dogs. Because dogs, they can really trigger you. They can be a pain in the butt. They really could be. And when you just learn to see it from a different perspective and not see them as that they're trying to be bad, it really, I don't know, they're like children. And it can just help this compassion in you grow tremendously. And I think the world needs that mentality more, because it's, with horrible things happening every day, you need to carry compassion with you and understanding, or else you're going to rob yourself of your own life.
I love the way she talks. She's just so beautiful, and she's got it sorted out. Those doggies, they don't fight. It's just too precious. All right, so now we have this wonderful opportunity to make this call for the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. And so we say together, beloved divine presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to all the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you to all of each and every one. All right, so we're going to, this is from last week, continuing from Lady Rowena from last week. And so, as we know, she's the Chohan of the third ray, and she's the divine complement of mighty victory and the activities of liberation, brotherly love, and perfect divine love. Beloved Lady Rowena, God bless her. And then, this is what she says: when I contemplate the momentum of brotherhood and love, which has been builded at this retreat, and that's a Liberty retreat in Marseille, France, by my predecessor Paul, the Mahachohan, I am deeply impressed by the sanctity of that beloved being. As we know, he went on, and he's now the Mahachohan. He took over from, they're called Mahasahib, who went on to be Cosmic Holy Spirit, who's actually the twin, the twin ray of divine complement of Pallas Athena. But anyway, and now she says, he prepared for the sacred office which he now holds through the constant and conscious use of the holy breath of the Spirit of the Eternal. As I am speaking with you, I suggest that you breathe slowly and deeply and feel the breath flow through you in a rhythmic manner. We will pause for just a moment to more fully realize that the breath comes from that all-encompassing reservoir of the Spirit of the universe, and that it is channeled to the earth by Holy Aeolus and received by the Mahachohan to be released to the evolutions of this planet. Remember always to send your love and gratitude to the Cosmic Holy Spirit and to the Mahachohan for animating your beings with this elixir of life. You came into embodiment on the holy breath, and it is drawn from your physical garment as you leave the field of experimentation, hopefully having made great progress towards the goal for which you were given embodiment. There is one breath which flows to us all, and on that in-breath there are the virtues of the Supreme Source, and that one release to his fellow men is an indication of the consciousness which he has attained. When one reaches the consciousness of the Christ within, he experiences the ecstasy of the spirit of brotherhood and truly knows himself to be a cell in the body of the Supreme Source. And that's just so lovely. Oh, just so wonderful the way they express and put this across to us. And so we know there are breatharians on this planet living just with the air, because we're also told within the air and the water by the Ascended Masters is all that we need to live. So we can be truly grateful for our breath. And now we're going to sing to Beloved Kuan Yin before John takes over. God bless beloved Lady Kuan Yin, and may we all have that wonderful gift from the heavenly realms of mercy and compassion, especially now as we go into these times of great change. We so greatly need it. Thank you, beloved John. Thank you.
Good evening all, and thank you, beloved Auntie, again for these wonderful teaching in today's class. How truly blessed are we to have access to this knowledge. We send our blessings to all beloved descended masters, cosmic beings, and angels for these wonderful, wonderful teachings. Beloved mighty and presence, we call to you to take command of us all. Produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees so they can manifest here and now all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect all who have joined the Zoom class, for all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, mighty I am present, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our cube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. Let me just take a moment to visualize our tube of light from our beloved mighty and presence, coming down from above, covering our four low bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. See that brilliant blue and crystal light, that light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth, every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty and presence, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin. We ask that you fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. We feel deeply in our hearts that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life, the wrong human consciousness, misqualified energies of any kind, any wrong desires and feelings in our beings and worlds, and every mistake for which our outer selves are responsible. Feel that great gratitude for this blessing to all mankind, this great gift of the law of forgiveness. Beloved mighty presence, through the activity of the mighty violet consuming flame, wipe out all memory, all appearance of mistakes which has found action in my world. Beloved mighty presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. A decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever, and so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love, the power of our beloved mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls, answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour, by the power of the cosmic 3x3, until fully manifest, and so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And as we end now, let us focus on the beloved love star radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. and to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you, and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you. We deeply thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and those who constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed Cheetahs. May each and every one of you be abundantly blessed by our beloved Father, Mother God, I am.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved John. And now the closing invocation. So I just wonder who might like to say that. Solomon here. Solomon, beloved? See?
Yes, I'm here. Okay. Closing invocation. Closing invocation. Before ending this session, let's say with our mics muted. Beloved I am presence and beloved master, nor the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and in the world of all my family. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of that great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seed planted by the masters. We thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Solomon. And let's just take a moment of deep, deep gratitude, truly, for our mighty presence, these marvelous teachings, the great host of ascended ones, and for our blessed, beautiful world. Just thank you, and our opportunity to serve. And I love this one. Maybe the clouds and the trees and the flowers love looking at you too. I thought it was just too lovely. Anyway, so I'm going to end the recording.